Arlington Cemetery, home to those who have given their lives to defend freedom and democracy around the world. I have the honor today to inform you about the cemetery and how it began. Arlington Cemetery is 1,100 acres of land with the Lee House overlooking all of it. The Lee family left the property during the Civil War, and the land was used as a camp to headquarters of the federal troops. There were 3 forts constructed in 1863 to increase the overall defense of Washington, D.C. The government also established the Freedmen's Village on the estate, which was a way to assist the freed slaves into transition into their lifestyle of freedom, and they weren't slaves anymore. So they had schools, hospitals, homes, and regular jobs for them to help them out. In 1882, George Washington Custis Lee sued for the return of the property. He won the case in front of the Supreme Court of the United States. He then sold the property to the federal government for $150,000. During the time, the property already had over 6,000 Union soldiers buried here. 200 acres of Arlington was set aside for military burials, which you guys see if you look around. And not only are, but there's also the families, the wives of people who are buried here, and then the President, John F. Kennedy, and others. And then the first burial took place on May 13th, 1864, for Private William Chrisman of Pennsylvania. The Robert E. Lee Curtis's house was originally built to be a memorial for George Washington, but it was owned and built by Washington's first adopted grandson. George Hadfield, who was an English architect who came to Washington in 1785 to help construct the U.S. Capitol, also designed the estate. Hadfield's design took Curtis 16 years to complete. The north wing was the first structure to be completed, and that was where Custis and his family lived in the home. Custis and his wife both lived in the house until they died, and they were both buried in Arlington as well. The burial grounds holds the remains of those who fought in every war since the Revolution. In 1892, soldiers killed from the Revolutionary War were re-entered from Georgetown Cemetery, and casualties from the War of 1812 have been reburied in Arlington as well. Scattered among America's honored dead are 2 Italian prisoners of war, 1 German prisoner of war captured during World War II, 3 enemy combatants died in Geneva Conventions, and the captivity in the Washington, D.C. area, and the Geneva Conventions required proper burials, with men who were buried here, with Arlington being the closest cemetery for the men to be buried here. In total, there are approximately 64 national entered at Arlington, and there's also the Tomb of the Unknowns, which has soldiers from different wars, and they don't know who they are, so they were buried there. There's a guard that watches over them, no matter what the weather is like, and no matter what it is. To be one of those guards is a very high honorable position, but you also have to have a very high honored military life.